This call is now being recorded.
Okay, it is being and yes. So can you see my screen, guys? Everyone, is it visible? Can you
Yes,
see?
sir.
Okay, thank you. Very good, very good. Okay, a lot of thumbs up. Okay, so yes, speaking it is. Then what do we have here today? So, what is speaking all about? Speaking is all about interaction with the examiner, and it would be face to face, even though you are a computer based test giver or a paper based test giver. Both have to face an interviewer. I mean, it's not an interview kind of thing, but you have to give this exam face to face. Okay, an examiner will be there. He or she might ask you these questions. Okay, and it would be conducted on one-to-one basis only. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Okay, so if you have any questions, guys, you can always type it in the chat box. Please don't speak in the session, please. You only have to type it in the chat box, and unless until I ask you to speak. Okay, because it's a speaking session. Yes, we are allowing people to speak, but unless until we give the permission. Okay. Yes, because we have more than 70 to 80 people, right? So everyone can't speak at a time, isn't it? And I can't to listen to it. So speaking is all about three parts. It is divided into parts. So parts are nothing but sections. First section or part one is 4 to 5 minutes, where the examiner will ask you few general questions about yourself. For example, the examiner would directly ask, what do you do? He or she will not ask you like, tell me something about yourself. No, the direct question they'll ask is, what do you do? So obviously, tell me something about yourself, right? That is what it is. So now the new trend in IELTS is they ask directly, what do you do? And if you're a student, you can talk about you're a student. If you're a working professional, you can say that you're working somewhere, isn't it? So definitely all these things are to be told. And after that, immediately they'll ask few questions on anything related to studies or work, and then they'll ask few more questions on hobbies, interests. For example, questions like uh, about your hometown, or for example, something related to name. Okay, something related to a travel, accommodation. Okay, these topics are quite related, and in general, how you're related to it, or what do you do with it? Okay, that is what they're going to ask. So it is in general, you need to answer. So mostly people say, sir, it's personal introduction along with the personal questions. So it is not personal question, it is something related to in general, what are you? Okay, so personal questions are like, are you married, how many girlfriends you have? All these things are personal questions, right? Yeah, this is this is what they don't ask. They ask in general questions about you again. Okay, for example, what kind of hobbies do you have? Is it necessary to have a hobby? Okay, or if it is something related to travel, where do you travel in your vacation? Okay, in a short term vacation you like to go. Or if it's something related to for example, name. Okay, is your name important to you? Who has given the name to you? And where did you get this name from? Or how did your parents choose this name for you? Okay, very general questions, but it is related to you. Okay, and this will go on for 4 to 5 minutes. And second section is again 3 to 4 minutes, in which uh, the examiner will give you a card. Okay, it's a cue card round. We also call it as cue card round or a topic round. I think we all have done this just a minute jam sessions in our schools and colleges, right? You need to speak on the topic for 1 minute, but here you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so 1 minute is given for the preparation. Once you receive the card, that means the question on a paper. Okay, the topic, you have to you have the time for 1 minute. They'll give the time for 1 minute to just to go through the question and understand it, and if you want, you can prepare or scribble anything on a empty paper. They'll give a rough paper also there with pencil. Okay, so that 1 minute goes on for the preparation. And believe me, this 1 minute is not at all enough. All you need to prepare way ahead before. You need to like prepare on 50 to 60 topics like these. Okay, then only you'll be able to speak. And 1 minute is like to read the topic. And after that, the examiner will say, yes, your time starts now. That means the examiner will sit with a stopwatch. Okay, with a stopwatch, and you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. The examiner will have only two gadgets. You're not going to take any gadget. Okay, you're not allowed to take watches or mobile phones, earphones, headphones, whatever. Okay, so but examiner will have two gadgets. What are those? One is a speaker, sorry, one is a stopwatch, and another one is a recorder. Okay, the examiner will have a recorder in between you and the examiner, right? So the entire examination is recorded, and that's a proof that you have given the examination. Okay, so it is entirely recorded, and this entire examination is for 11 to 14 minutes. Okay, see, 13th or 14th minute you'll be out of the room, examination room, believe me. So it is very, very crucial. Whatever you speak, whatever you utter from your mouth is given, is gauged or is graded. Okay, so be very, very careful. And the last but not the least, part three is all about a follow-up questions, or it's not a follow-up, it's like few questions on, like 4 to 5 questions on part two. Okay, this part two topic is on global warming. Part three questions will be like follow-up questions, like for example, uh, is it one person's headache to eradicate this evil or eradicate this global warming? Or for example, is it one country's issue, or the countries in the world should come together and do something for this? So these are follow-up questions, and it is like on a wider range of sense you need to answer. In the sense, part one is all about you, but part three is all about people, world, society, others, other than you, others. Okay, it's not about you, it's about others. So it's a wider spectrum. You need to answer in a wider spectrum. You need to think in a wider way, about how people think, what people think, what your country does. So it's about country, society, people. Okay, so but it is again follow-up topic on 99%. It will be like follow-up topic on part two, whatever the part three questions are. Okay, so this will also go for 44 to 5 minutes. Altogether, it is again 11 to 14 minutes. Okay, and this also will be gauged into 0 to 9 band scores. Okay, so these are the band descriptors, or few criterias, or four criterias where you'll be judged on. Okay, what are those? Fluency and coherence, lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. So fluency, you know what it is. What is coherence? Coherence is nothing but whether you're staying on the topic and you're speaking on it or not. Okay, whether you're logically organizing the ideas or not. That is coherence. Okay, then comes lexical resources. Lexical resources is nothing but vocabulary. Okay, using some idioms. All these comes under lexical resources. So, but again, it doesn't mean that using high-end language, high-end. I'll only use very high words or great words. No, even if you use a simple language, but variation should be there. Simple words, variation should show, just like in writing. Okay. Yes. And then grammatical range and accuracy is nothing but all the grammar criteria in English, whatever we have in English, whatever we have learned in our schooling, isn't it? Our college, most of the grammar we have learned it in schooling, isn't it? Schooling and maybe plus two. So, what are those grammar criteria in English? Don't do spelling mistakes, don't do subject verb agreement errors, or yeah, mostly these things, and also you have to be very, very careful about the sentences you speak, isn't it? So the accuracy. Okay. So make sure you speak politely and yeah, in a concise and clear way. And pronunciation. Yeah, pronunciation doesn't mean again you have to pronounce some word like foreigner. I mean, foreign in the sense the one who is a native speaker. No, it's see nowadays we get to see the English movies in such a way that where everyone understands, and obviously it is done because and the entire world should watch it, isn't it? Through a business perspective, so that is neutral English, isn't it? So the way back in 1970s movies, when you watch older movies, that English is quite difficult to understand, isn't it? Obviously they have a lot of accent in it. Now the neutral form of English came, where the entire world can watch these movies. And so here also they're looking for something related where I mean something which is neutral. So no need to accept any accent, or no need to like follow any accent. No, I'll follow US accent, I'll follow UK accent, Australian. No, speak neutrally, where at least 90% of your pronunciation is really, really understandable. Okay, but you can't pronounce some word like flexible. You can't pronounce like flexible, isn't it? So that is an accent, adding an accent to it. So a neutral pronunciation where the opposite person, means the examiner, understands. Okay, so here also you'll gaze to see 9 bands. You have to usually people can score easily 7 to 7.5 if you're really good at English, you know. Yes, even I've seen people getting 8 bands also in speaking. But 9 bands again, it'll go to native speakers mostly. Okay. So we can expect up to 8 bands. Yeah. Okay. 8 to 8.5 also. If you're really, really good. Okay. But 7 and 7+ bands is not a great deal, guys. All you need to do is you need to understand what the examiner is asking, answer every part of the question, then that's done. And each question, for example, we are going to discuss part one today anyways. Okay, here are some tips here. Practice speaking English regularly. Obviously you need to be in touch with the language, guys. So if you're not in touch with the language, definitely you'll fumble, you'll lose that what do you call that relation, or that comfortness in speaking, isn't it? So when you are in touch regularly, for example, now you're preparing for IELTS, isn't it? Try to set a time, okay, for another half an hour to 45 minutes I'll speak only in English with my friends and family members. So if you set some kind of aim for everyday practice, then definitely you can actually do wonders in speaking. And by the way, you're going to work or study. Now you're applying for study, isn't it? MS. Even for to work in a English speaking country, to study in an English speaking country, definitely this helps a lot. Okay, and try to understand what these people, how they speak. Okay, it's not that again I'm telling don't act, like uh, follow any kind of pronunciation here, but if you know what kind of pronunciation, how they're speaking, how they're uttering words, when we speak in our mother tongue, our jaw moves in certain directions, our mouth opens in certain directions. Okay, when we speak in English, the entire movement of the mouth is different, isn't it? So that you should observe, guys. When you observe a native English speaker, obviously you can't go to the country and see now, right? So but we can watch these news readers. Okay, we can watch English movies and how they are pronouncing, uttering words. Okay, and someone who's really good in English also, yes, speak to them. So understand, grasp, follow, copy how they're doing it. Okay, all these things you need to do. Okay, then so practice regularly and use filler words and phrases. Obviously when you want to like say something in between, or you're thinking from one sentence to other. Okay, you can for example, you can start your sentence with well, alike, I mean like. Okay, you can use these phrases. Okay, and also don't repeat. There are some repetitive words for everyone. Okay, Don't repeat those. See, everyone has those. Even the best speaker in the world can have a repetitive word. Mostly students, mostly I've seen students, they say, actually, I've done this, actually, I've done that. So actually is a word, that is repetitive. So anything which is repetitive will actually is a problem. Right? So, understand where you're going, and moreover, record your own like speakings. So, for example, uh, prepare one question or prepare one topic on one topic and try to record it and listen to it. Then definitely you'll understand where you're going wrong and where you need to improve, isn't it? Yes, that is one way of doing it. So use appropriate discourse markers. So first of all, in addition, however, moreover, finally, okay, subsequently, appropriately, like these kind of words. Okay, these are all cursive devices again. Okay, so these things you can use and avoid repetition. So this is what I was saying, right? Use different range of vocabulary. Don't use the same word always. Good, 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 because I know only one word good. I'll use the same thing, instead of that good you can use great, awesome, nice, isn't it? So this is the range of vocabulary. Maybe it is not high end vocabulary, but range I'm showing, saying one word, good, good, right? So synonyms to it. Avoid repetition. That is what he's saying. Then use appropriate pauses, and wherever it is required, you can pause a little bit, but don't pause for a longer time. Okay, that will interrupt the flow of the conversation. Then listen to the examiner. Definitely pay attention. Don't be in a hurry to answer. Okay, I know this. I know how to answer this question. Just the examiner started the question, and you were like, okay, I know this question. I have already read it. I have practiced with my in my practice sessions. I know this. Don't start it immediately. Let the examiner completely utter the question. Listen to him or her carefully, and then answer it. Okay, that will help you. And be calm and confident. Okay, that is what it is, very much required. And structure the answers correctly. So structure is nothing but, again, first start it with in general, how what is the topic all about, and then talk about some past scenarios, talk some present scenarios and some future scenarios. Okay, give some reason, give an example if it is required, or state one point in it. Okay, like these things. So these things only will come when you start practicing. Okay, so let me check. Someone has typed something. Okay, Chintu, you have your speaking on Wednesday. Good, all the best. Okay, Pavana computer based test. Okay, okay. Then it depends upon personal preference. Tenses. Kranti has said something on personal preferences. I don't know what it is. Then Akhila, sir, can we ask the interviewer to repeat the question? Yes, that's a good question. Definitely, you can always say when you don't understand the question properly, just rephrase the question. Ma'am or sir, did you say this? Just whatever uh, fragments of question, I mean, words you have or phrases you have, just ask this. Did you say this? Is it that? Is it what you have asked? Don't completely say, can you please repeat it again? It won't be so good, but you can say, were you like asking on how people can develop their skills? Is that the question? Okay. Yeah, even if you can ask, can you please repeat the previous question if you don't get it completely at all? That you once or twice can be asked, but don't ask more than that. Okay. Yes. No, body language is not considered, but don't sit in such a way like this. Okay. Don't sit. Okay. Body language is important, and no dress code is also required. Okay. There's no dress code. No need to be very formal. Okay. Don't just go in a normal way, but don't wear bathroom slippers. Okay. Be nice and professional, guys. And sir, can we ask the interview to, yeah, that is done. Can you please share the IELTS experience, your IELTS experience? That's a good question. Yes, I will share. Okay. Then Body language is done, so you can wear anything you want, but yes, be professional again. Okay. Hello, sir. Can you share your past completed speaking topics in IELTS? Yes, we have those topics in our what do you call in our website. We all have those materials, and we are going to discuss everything, most of it. Every day will be. Today we're going to discuss some part one questions, and then this material will be shared to you, and then part one tomorrow also, part two day after tomorrow, and after that, and part three questions like that. And every day's material, yes, you will receive it, and it is there on the website too. Eye contact, yeah, not don't gaze into the eyes of the examiner, no need to. But yes, obviously you're speaking to the examiner. And by the way, the examiner is going to give you the marks there and there itself, but he or she is not going to disclose the marks. Okay, so be little careful with the examiner. They'll be very like happy and giggling towards you, they're smiley, but doesn't mean that you can speak anything and everything. Don't joke upon anything. Okay, just be serious that you're giving an examination. Okay, but don't be very serious that you become very stiff again. Okay, you need to be mediocre again. I mean, while taking, we are used to express something which yeah, you can do hand waving. Yes. Yes, Tarun, you can do a bit of hand waving. Yes. You can nod your head, you can make hand movements, hand gestures. It's fine. Okay. Yes. Then Subhash has asked, the pronunciation is different a few words in American and British English. Yes. So that's what I just now I told. Please don't follow any accent. Neutral English is what you need to, and at least 90% of the pronunciation should be correct. Okay, not 100%. Okay. Yes. Then sir, IELTS online exam, IELTS exam is better or face to face? See, even if it is computer based, I just told this, even if it's computer based or paper based test, both, you have a speaking test where you have to face an examiner, a person, a live person, a person. Okay. Again, live means you'll go online. Okay. Nothing is online for speaking. It will be face to face. I hope that that is answered. Then, sir, I'm asking about past completed speaking topics, not parts, sir. Yes, we have those speaking topics, Bhuvaneshwari. We are going to discuss all of them. And every day's, what do you call, the material which we are sharing will be the past topics only. We're going to discuss past topics. Okay. And we have that entire material in our website. Okay. Yes, if you want to access that speaking material, you can ask by the end of the call, okay, to our moderator or to our counselors, with our counselors, how to access it. But today's, today's paper, yes, it's already there, shared with you. If you want, ma'am can also share you the link for today's handouts. Okay. Yes. So every day's handouts is actually there in the website. Okay. So you will get it day by day. Then, sir, my exam was through VC, and making an eye contact on VC is difficult. No, 99% it wouldn't be on VC. Only it happened when in the time of pandemic, where there was an urgency of IELTS. But yes, it happened because of the pandemic. You know why it is, right? So now it is completely face to face. I don't know when you have given the exam, Iran, unless until there is some viral infections in your area. Okay. Otherwise, as far as in Hyderabad, Vishakhapatnam, Andhra, and even in Kerala, yeah, all South Indian places, yes, it is through face to face only. So 99% it would be on with face to face. I mean, face to face examination. Sir, I have given my test in April. Okay, sir, can you? Okay, you're given your test in April, but so the reason also be told to you why it is on VC. Okay, it should be on face to face. So it's exceptional then. In the month of April again, Indore. Okay, yes. So Indore, maybe things were different that time in April. So maybe there was some viral thing. Who knows? So usually it should be face to face. Okay. Then link for today's handouts. Yes, it is shared. Ma'am has shared just now. Okay, so we'll start now. Duration is 4 to 5 minutes, part one. And generally, the examiner will introduce him or herself first and ask your name and then ask you to confirm your identity. So it will go on like this. For example, once you enter, the examiner will ask you your passport or whatever your identity is. Okay, your verification, ID verification is done. And then he or she'll ask you your full name. Okay, then then she'll utter some like, because it is being recorded, right? So and so IELTS examination, and this is the candidate number, so and so, blah blah blah. So that is not to be worried about. You just need to just sit. Once the examiner asks, tell me about yourself, or what do you do, the question should be, what do you do? That is nothing but you need to tell about yourself, what are you. Okay, the first question will be that, and after that, following up, these are the questions like I was talking about, right? Work. If you work, yes. If you say you're a working professional, questions will be asked on this. If you say you're a student, why did you choose the subject? Why did you choose that stream? Simple, as simple as that. And after that, some more following questions will be asked on any topic, not all the topics. Okay, hometown or living space. Like I said, accommodation, family, friends, clothes, daily activities, daily routine are one and the same. Internet, leisure time, music, neighbor or neighborhood, newspapers, pets, reading. Okay, cooking, hobbies, transport, weather, culture. Any general thing, but it is related to you guys. Okay. Yes. So, some of few tips are stay calm and confident. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay. So, stay calm and confidence. And part one is designed to warm up, kind of, but it is judged, guys. It is not only warm up, it judges your entire, it is one of the part, it's one of the sections, right? But slowly, the examiner will make you comfortable. Okay. Then, uh, yes. So listen carefully to the question, pay close attention to the question asked by the examiner. Each and every word which is uttered from the examiner, please, make sure you listen to him or her carefully. Okay. Then don't answer it in yes or no. That's it. For example, are you working? Yes. Say something. After that, you need to say something. That is what. For example, yes, I'm working. I'm working in so and so company. I'm working as a blah blah blah. This is what the examiner expects. It's not that you just answer it yes or no and keep quiet. That is what the where you lose points. Okay. Then speak clearly and at a steady pace. Don't be in a rush to complete the exam. Don't be excited, and don't get the examiner also excited. Okay, in a hurry. The examiner should not feel that yes, you're in a hurry to complete fast and go. Okay. uh, Stay calm, stay put, and also, yes, show your little confidence levels. Okay, that is what it is. Then be honest in the sense, obviously, whatever the question is asked is related to you in the part one, right? Whatever it is, you just can tell. For example, if the topic is on museums, for example, in your life you have not seen any museum at all, you can say that. Have you visited any museum recently or in the past? If the question is that the examiner asks, even if you've not gone to any museum, you can't say, I went to this museum recently, which was in Hyderabad. It is called Salajang Museum. And after that, you were thinking, what should I say about it? So this is where problem comes when you're not honest about it. I mean, when it is not really true, you might fumble, right? You might fumble again. But you've prepared on these kind of topics, yes, then it won't be a problem. But I always recommend students to whatever it is, that whatever the truth is, you can just say it. I have not gone to any museum at all in my life, but if I get a chance, I would definitely go and see the museum. I would definitely like to watch an art gallery, as I'm an art, as I have a taste towards art. Okay, so this is what they expect. Even if the question is negative, I mean the answer is negative, you can tell it. Okay, even if you're not doing it, you can say it. Yes, I'm not doing it. For example, if the question is, do you read books? No, I'm not a very bookish person, or the one who reads books a lot. Okay, so you can say that. But I always had in my mind to read books and to develop my vocabulary and understanding of different authors. Okay, and my all-time favorite book which I wanted to read was Harry Potter, or something else. You can just name it. Okay, so you're just telling that yes, I don't do it, but yes, I have this thing in my mind. So you can be honest again. Then, uh, yeah, why, when, which, where. These are the questions you can add it to your every answer. Then another sentence will come. And how many sentence and how many minutes you need to speak on part one? There's no specific time given. You just need to speak up to 3 to 4 sentences for every question. Every question asked, just like answer it in 3 to 4 sentences. That is what it is, and don't repeat the words used in question. Okay, so yes, definitely. But again, try to be again a little paraphrase the question in your own words and answer it. That is what you need to do, and listen carefully to the questions and structure the answers correctly. So what is the structure and all, we'll see now. Okay, so we have a question here. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? So I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, so
So,
yes, ma'am.
so there is actually a question in the chat box.
Okay,
Uh,
let's. Okay, Devi. Sir, I am a 2023 pass out student. I had got my result, okay, in June. So currently I'm not working in any company. How can I answer the question to do you work or study? Yes. So whatever the situation is, whatever your current scenarios, whatever you just said it to me, you can say that. I've completed my studies recently. I'm planning to go abroad. I'm planning to do this. I'm planning whatever your plans are. That's it. Don't need to get into confusion. Like what to say. Yes, some people will be like, if after completing the studies, either they're going for interviews, or they want to go abroad for future studies, and so whatever the plan is, you're going to say. Okay. Yes. So that is what the question is. What do you do? What do you do means at present, what are you doing? Okay. Yes. I hope it is answered. And yeah, yeah, that is it. So yes, I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to answer this question. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? I'll be asking few people to answer this question. You need to answer it in 3 to 4 sentences. Okay. Yes. Another question. Sir, suppose what I'm trying to say needs some context. May I ask the examiner if he or she, what is it? He or she knows anything about the topic? Huh? See, there's no context. Okay. So what you need to talk, see, it's general conversation. It's not an interview, buddies. So if you meet someone on at the station or somewhere on the airport, a normal acquaintance, you're trying to get acquaintance with them. How will you answer them? The same way here also, you don't need to be very formal here. Okay. So just reciprocate to the question given. That's it. But you need to take care of the grammar, pronunciation, all the criterias. Okay. Yes. Okay. So your Your 2 to 3 minutes is given, and we are going to allow people to say. Okay? So whoever raises the hand can start speaking now. Let's see whoever has raised the hand for the question given. Okay. Okay. Let me see what we have in this audio first. Let me play this.
In my free time, I like to explore new places and try out different types of cuisines. I also enjoy playing sports such as tennis and basketball. Additionally, I love to read books and watch movies, especially science fiction and fantasy genres.
Okay. So yeah, it's a stipulated answer, but you can tell according to yours. So what do you do in your free time? So, ma'am, you can allow people. You can raise hands, guys. So I think Sankalp, Chintu, Madan Reddy, Asa Kiran. Ma'am, who raised the hand first? Is it Sankalp?
Yes, sir, it's Uncle. He's raised his hand from the beginning of the session.
Oh, okay. Okay, Sankalp. Let's see. Sankalp, you can start speaking. Sankalp, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? Sankalp, are you there?
So can I speak?
Yeah, who is it?
Bhuvneshwari.
Bhuvneshwari. First we'll ask Chintu. Ma'am, is it Chintu was in line, right?
Yes, sir. Chintu,
Yeah, it's
Madan
first,
Reddy,
first
Kiran,
Bhuvneshwari.
then Bhuvneshwar.
Okay. Yes, Chintu, you can start. Chintu, you can start speaking.
Okay, sir. Like in my spare time, I like to relax and unwind. I usually spend time with family and friends, and we often go out to do something fun, like go to the park or see a movie. Recently, we went for a horror show, which was really amazing.
Okay, your audio was not clear. There was some technical. Okay, Chintu, you're saying like usually I find when I find time, so you're just stopping yourself. You be your like let your speech out. Okay, so don't stop and speak. So again, I'm giving you a chance. Can you tell me what do you do in your free time? You spend time with your
Friends and family. And I
yes friends and
especially go out
yeah. You usually go out with.
to the park and friends and family.
Your voice is breaking, buddy.
See you.
Your voice is breaking. Can't hear you at all. Not at all clear. But I understood. So you need
Okay.
to work on your fluency. Okay. Yes. So let's see what Madan Reddy has. Madan, you can start speaking.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Madan.
Thank you, sir, for giving this a great opportunity.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you going to say the same way in the examination? Don't say these things. Okay.
no, no,
Yeah.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Formal. That's
Actually,
all.
yes, sir. Actually, I used to schedule my time every time, and I have each and each plan from. Sorry, I have a plan for every time, every minute, and I have a free time for every day, and I plan for cooking and for playing games, or which could help me to develop further skills and all things which I'll schedule before when I have free time. So this is what way I'll enjoy my time. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So you used will in between. Why did you use will? Future tense. It's the question is in present tense. What do you enjoy doing, right? I will something you said. So don't use will and other tenses. You need to use present tense. Usually when I get free time, I enjoy cooking. So I think every part of the day after my work or after my college or after my studies, I have a certain in the evenings I have certain like hours where in that free time I start cooking. I do cooking. I experiment on in cooking. You can say that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
So, Sir Kiran.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
So, in my leisure time, I would like to do some activities which relax from my stress. Such some of the activities which are like playing basketball, football, and drawing and painting. Recently, I have done some paintings and I have posted in Instagram and social media. For that, I got so many appreciations, which made me feel very happy.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I feel that you're thinking and speaking, but yes, that is the way you develop your speaking skills. So you should come to a stage where you should not hesitate to speak. Okay, you're thinking of things, your thought process. I can understand. Okay, next what should I speak? Next what should I speak? So definitely start speaking. Start speaking with others. Okay, so that hesitation will go. Otherwise, your speech is good. Okay. Then let's see Tarun Kumar. You can start speaking.
Yes, sir. Uh, when I get free time, I need to clean my room first foremost, sir, because while I'm writing at a particular subject, I put my book whenever I have in the place in my room. So when I get a free time, I get clean my room and then chill out with friends and go outside and take a ride and uh, and just update my gym schedule, sir.
Okay. So I get clean my room. Why did you say that sentence? I get clean my room. I usually clean my room whenever I have free time. I clean my room and I take care of. I mean the entire, chores of the entire week. Or for example, if I have to wash clothes, to wash bed sheets, or clean the floor, all the cleaning and laundry is done on the weekends
Okay,
or
sir.
on free time,
Sir,
isn't it?
can I use this words? I supposed to clean my room like that.
Yeah, can you say the entire sentence? When I
I
get,
supposed to when I get free time, I supposed to clean my room like that. Sir.
I supposed to clean in the sense someone ordered you. For example, when you get free time, your mother says you're supposed to clean the room. What are you doing on the mobile? Got it?
Yeah, yes, I got it.
Supposed to. Whenever I get free time, I clean my room. I keep things tidy and clean. I clean the entire surroundings. I do washing, laundering, all these things. Okay, you can say that. Then we'll ask Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari, can you go ahead?
Yes,
PKT
sir.
Bhuvaneshwari. Yeah,
Yes, sir. A very fine good evening, sir. This is Bhuvneshwari,
very good evening.
and so uh, basically, in my free time, I enjoy learning Carnatic music. So, and I enjoy with playing kids and family members. So, this is my like a hobby also. And in my free time, I learn Carnatic music. In a week, I have 3 classes. Per week, I have 3 classes to learn, and remaining classes I have to practice. So in the meantime, I will practice Carnatic music and I learn music. And
Okay.
and on the other part of the time, I'll spend time with kids and family members. So
Okay.
I enjoy
Can
doing
I
that.
stop you here? I will practice Carnatic music. Can you correct this? I
I
will
will not
practice.
not will practice. Like I will be practicing.
No, again you're using will, future tense. I asked you the question in present tense. I practice
Okay.
Carnatic music in my free time. That's it. In my free time, I practice Carnatic music. So will, where it is coming from? Don't use will. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, because
Thank you.
will in future tense. Thank you. So
Okay.
the examiner will not have all the time to listen to 10 to 12 sentences of yours. The examiner will interrupt you and then will ask you the next question. If the examiner
Yeah.
is in a hurry, okay. So depending upon the mood of the examiner, you also need to, shuffle yourself. Okay. Don't utter
Okay, sir.
so many sentences because there are other questions to be asked, and the examiner will
Okay.
interrupt you like this, the way I did
Be
it. Okay?
because it is a matter of 1 to 2 minutes, right, sir? So that's the reason I have spoken that
No, no.
that
You
many
said
sentences.
3 minutes. I said 3 to 4 sentences.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Less
I
than 20.
haven't listened that one, sir.
So 3 to 4 sentences you already answered.
Okay.
Okay, very good. I'll ask another question to Surya Kiran. Wait, because it is becoming monotonous now.
In my free time,
Okay, so this is what the same thing. In my free time, I use different cuisine, blah blah blah. I also watch science fiction and fantasy genres, or movies and books I read. Okay, you can say that. And here is a coherence and fluency related word. Additionally, moreover. Okay, so now let me ask Sasikiran. Sasikiran, are you there?
Surya Kiran. So,
Yeah, sorry, Surya Kiran, sorry.
Yeah, hi, I'm there. So is it okay to start the answer? Is it okay to get answer?
Yeah,
Shall I
this one.
continue with
Do you
that?
prefer to exercise in the morning or evening? This is the question for you.
Yeah, hi. So it's completely depends upon it's completely depends upon the my day. Either like, so as a I am a uh, working. I'm not, right now I'm working in an IT professional. So if I got into the shifts, so I will be in a 24/7 support. So if my shift falls into night shift, then I will be working in the evening time. If I'm in the morning shifts, then I will be practicing my workouts in the evening time. So it's completely depends upon varies from time to time. And most of the times, when it comes to if I feel being lazy on that particular point of time, then I will start doing any like 5 to 10 minutes of quick exercises to make myself stable and being more confident towards to the particular point of time. Thank you.
Okay, thank God. Why you in a hurry? This is what the pace you need to control. Okay, see, I didn't find any mistakes. There nil grammatical errors. So, but your pace is very fast. You just want to complete the question and you just want to wait for the second question. You're waiting for the second question to be answered. Okay, ask me the next one. I have to go home. No, don't be in such a way. Be in peace. I know some people have a pace of speaking very fast. So this
Mhm.
is what you need to control. Just go it little. I mean, take it little slow and soft. That's more than enough.
Sure, sure.
Otherwise, you don't have any other errors.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Very good. Then let's ask. Now I'll ask in random basis. Okay, Mihir, Makwana. Can you start speaking on the same question? Do you prefer to do exercise in the morning or in the evening?
So, sir, I usually like to prefer exercise in the morning because after waking, the body and minds are fresh. So your body naturally responds to the exercise, and some morning are usually quiet. So exercise become much more interesting. And if you exercise in the morning as well as do yoga and meditation, it will also enhance your physical energy, and your aura become much more widening. So I would also like to say that to exercise in the morning is much more preferable.
Okay, your aura become. It's not your aura become. Your aura becomes. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. Aura is singular, and the verb will come with yes. Okay. This is subject verb agreement. Okay. So you need to work on that. Even before also, I found the same thing. Subject verb agreement error. Okay. Just go through what are subject verb agreements. It's a very simple
Okay.
explanation there on the website. Even you can Google it. What is subject verb agreement? You'll understand. It's very simple. Otherwise, your speech is clear. Your speech is
So,
clear.
sir,
You understood what the
there any
question.
changes that I need to do
Yes,
that?
a bit of MTI here and there I can see, but that's okay. That's okay. But make your language crisp. Just speak like an English person. I mean, the English as an English. That is what we say. So that you just need to practice a little. Otherwise, it's fine.
And sir, am I pausing a lot during my speech?
See, even the best speaker in the world also pause. but you should carry yourself in such a way that the opposite person who is hearing is not able to get it. The
Yes.
examiner, now here the examiner is judging you, right? So
Yes.
make sure even if you pause it appropriately and think of it and then speak. Even for, when the question is asked, guys, don't immediately start speaking. You can just take a 2 seconds of breath and time and just think about it, and then you can start. Well, blah blah blah. You can talk about it. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Then another person, Teju Muni, Munny. Teju Muni.
Yes, sir. I always prefer to exercise in the morning than evening because it gives peaceful and peace of mind and
Yeah.
moreover
Yeah.
keeps me
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah. Who is it? What's your name?
Tejasvi, sir.
Yes. So Teju, right? Okay. Tejasvi. Okay. So when the examiner in the start, okay, this is also very important, guys. The examiner asks you to tell your full name. If I tell your full name according to the identification, I want everyone to be on mute, please, because there's some disturbance. Okay, so when the examiner asks you your full name in the starting of the before they start the test, so you'll say the full name and you'll also comfort the examiner by saying, okay, you can call me by this name. For example, my full name is Muhammad Shafiq. You can call me Shafiq. Okay, in this way you're giving some people actually, most of the South Indians, like they have very long names, Veera Venkata Subramanyam, Sirisha, like that. Okay, so you can just say, you can call me just Sirisha. You're just comforting the examiner what to call you. Okay. Yes. So Tejaswini,
Yes, sir.
yes, when do you prefer to exercise, morning or evening?
Yes, I always prefer to work out in the morning than evening because it gives a peace of mind uh, and gives a freshness to our body. So I always prefer to exercise in the morning.
Okay,
I
very
usually
good. Very good. So, guys, those who want to see a sample answer, it's not that you have to speak like this only. You can see this. I usually prefer to exercise in the morning. That's what she also said, right? I find that it helps me to start my day with a burst of energy and positivity. So, guys, you need to show your enthusiasm. It's not like, okay, the question is asked, okay, usually I prefer to exercise in the morning. I find that it helps me to start my day. What do you think? So don't speak in that way. You need to show some energy. Yes, I really like to exercise. I usually do it in the mornings because mornings I love the sunrise and go. I love to walk on the road and the see the mist and blah blah blah. You can just add that enthusiasm, and so you need to add yourself. It's not like a question is asked only and Shafiq sir said you need to, okay, 1 2 3 under the table. You're counting the sentences and you're saying it. No, no, guys, no. It should come naturally. It should come, with energy. Got it? Yes. However, sometimes I also exercise in the evening, especially if I couldn't find time. I usually go out of the routine and do it in the morning or evening. You can say that too. But it should be natural and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm should be there. Okay. So I'll ask Saumyadeep Ganguly. Not this one. This Saumyadeep Ganguly. I feel somehow you can cook really well.
No, sir, I absolutely cannot. Am I audible enough?
Yes, yes, you are. Yeah, Saumyadeep.
It's a, if you consider making a sandwich cooking, then probably I can cook very well, but I don't really have much of an experience with cooking.
Okay, it's like sandwich is not cooked. Sandwich is made, right? I know how to make a
Yeah,
sandwich. Okay, it is not exactly cooked. For example, I cannot say I cook tea, right? I can make a tea for you like that. I can make. Okay, so cooking and making is little okay. Yes.
sir,
So
I had a question previously. That like so I asked that the something that I'm saying requires context. May I ask the examiner if she knows anything about that topic?
what is it? I didn't get. See, topic.
Uh, no,
Yeah.
so see, like. for example, if I am talking about like if I am being asked that what is my favorite pastime, okay,
Mm.
and I am saying that I like to play this or that video game. May I ask that if she has any idea about that video game or not? Then I can
Ah,
elaborate on that more.
yeah, buddy, that's a good question. Don't cross question the exam. This is your exam. This is not the examiner's exam, and you're not allowed to question anything to the examiner. Don't even ask anything. Okay, did you watch this movie? When something comes up in about movies or your favorite film star, is your favorite film star also Prabhas? No, you can't ask like that. You are not
So it's
going to
better
ask.
to better to go around such topics which require some deep
So
context,
you
right?
need to answer in such a way that you need to answer in such a way that where the examiner is not asked some question, or not where the examiner has to say something. Okay, so say it in this way. You need to explain everything. It's your examination, so examiner will not say anything other than questions, asking questions. So don't expect examiner to know anything. Examiner is a layman. Whatever you have to say, explain it to everything. Even if you want to say about any game or there, just explain. This game is played by these people, and this is what the game is all about. You can just explain it. Examiner is not going to say, okay, I know it, because examiner is not allowed to speak at all apart from questions. So the examiners, what they do is they do some gestures. For example, you're lacking in thought process, or you're just not telling enough of content. For example, they'll just only do gestures. Can you see me? Okay, they'll say that, because once their voice gets recorded, then that is nullified. That speaking examination is nullified. Okay, it's a bad remark for you and even for the examiner also. So that might even get cancelled also. So be careful that you're not questioning anything to the question. The examiner is not going to answer anything. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. So Kranti, I want you to answer this. Kranti B.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I do love cooking though. Some as I stay in PG, I don't get time to cook. When I'm in my hometown, I do cook all new dishes. I
Okay.
love cooking pasta.
Oh, okay, great. So that's good. That's good. So it's not PZ, it's PG. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, PG.
No problem. No problem. No problem. So Iram Khan, do you enjoy cooking? Why or why not?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Well, I'm a big foodie and I love to cook. During my vacation, I had also attended many cooking classes, which has really helped me in experimenting new dishes.
Hmm. And why did you do so?
Because I'm a big foodie, I like to experiment new dishes.
And you want to feed others too, right? You want to cook
Yeah,
for others and ask how the dish is all about, isn't it?
yeah.
You can say that too. Okay. 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 So Kumaresan, can you start speaking? Do you enjoy speaking? Why or why not?
Am I audible or not?
Yes, you're 100% audible.
So I usually don't like enjoying cooking because it involves a lot of processing. So usually I don't enjoy cooking. So because after the process is complete, I need to clean all the dishes and the plates. So because of that, I don't like cooking.
Okay. So it's not, you said, instead of usually, you said something usually or something. It's not usually, it's usually. Usually. Ali. You say
Oh, okay.
Ali, right? Usually. Usually I don't like, and you're using this usually a lot more than usually. Okay. So this is your repetitive word, and also, yes, a bit of MTI is seen. Okay, Kumresan. Okay, you need to work on that. And
Okay.
yes, that is one thing. Yeah. So yes, Teju Muni. Yeah, you already answered this. I want to give to Trinad. Trinad 001. Do you love cooking, and why or why not?
To be honest, I don't know how to cook and everything, but really I enjoy the food which my mother makes, and sometimes in the hostel, when we friends together make the things. But I am a person who clarify everything. This is good, this is bad. So that's why I love cooking, being spending time with who cooks and eat well.
Well answered. Okay, good guys. So it all depends upon the question too, right? But see, even though if you're not comfortable in that question, you can say what the question. Like for example, previously, the previous person said, I don't like cooking because even though I like cooking, after cooking the dishes I need to do, or I need to clean those dishes. So because of that, I don't do much of cooking. You can, okay, you can, whatever it is, you can say that. It's good, good. So that is all about part one. There are some more part one questions in our website, guys. Go through them, and definitely those will help you. And we'll discuss some more part one questions tomorrow. I think it's time up already. See you tomorrow, guys. If any questions you have, keep those questions posted, and we'll answer it. Okay. Thank you, and have a great evening, guys. See
So
you tomorrow.
can you just make a review for my speech just now what I did?
Yeah, you're good. That's what I said, right? There's no comment on it. You're really good. You can go with it. Good.
Thank you,
So
sir.
participate tomorrow's session also. We'll discuss more and more things, guys. Okay. Yes.
Sure.
So just
Thank
one
you.
more thing.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry to bother you.
Thank you.
Just one more thing. Last question from my end.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Yes.
Can we sub?
Thank you,
Sir,
Someone
sir.
is
hi.
asked. Yes.
Suri Kiran.
Suri Kiran. Yes, Suri Kiran. Yes. What is it? What it is?
Yeah. So can we support both the views? Like in the previous question, where you have like the question was more about like do you like cooking or not? So can we support both the views by giving examples? Why do I allow and I not? Or do I have to?
You can say anything.
Okay.
You can say anything and everything, buddy. That's what I was telling, right? Whatever your situation is. I like I like cooking, but the situation is I don't like to clean dishes. So that's the reason I hate it too. You can say that too. Okay.
Sir, but
Yes.
it seems to
Thank
be
you.
like a group discussion.
No, again, like the examiner is not going to speak anything. Group discussion is where you sit with a group and you share your views. But here,
Like
you're
the
the only one.
pros.
Yes, you're the only one who's sharing your views, and examiner wants your views definitely. So there is no group sitting there. You're the only one, and the examiner. Okay. Okay, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll answer.